It is 6:46. We're going to call the public hearing into session. We got a declaration of a quorum. We got 6 members present. That brings us to item C, consideration and discussion related to campus targeted improvement plans. Mr. Martindale.
Thank you, Mr. Schaefer. Just address real quick, five members of board present, and we'll turn things over to Ms. Perry for our presentation for our public hearing. It will look somewhat similar to the presentation you saw about 5 or 6 minutes ago.
It should look fairly familiar, yes. Thank you, Mr. Martindale. Mr. Schaefer, members of the board. This evening, I'll provide an overview of the information that was quickly shared at the end of our workshop meeting. As mentioned, the targeted improvement plan process is required for any campus or district in the state that has a D or lower rating, either overall or in any of the one of the 3 domains. And so as part of this process, we engage in an effective schools framework. We hold public meetings at each of those campuses to solicit input in the process, and then ultimately submit these plans to you all as the Board of Trustees for approval. So as you all know, we did not administer STAR tests in spring of 2019, and as a result, all campuses and districts across the state received a label of not rated declared state of disaster for 2020. However, anyone who was in an intervention process in 2019 must continue to implement those interventions and sanctions, if appropriate, during 2020-21 school year. So the information that you're seeing tonight is based upon results of STAR assessments taken in spring of 2019, and we do have 5 campuses engaged in this process. So as the Effective Schools Framework is designed, we're really creating a system to support effective instruction. And we look at 5 different levers, primarily to support that process of improvement. So each of the campuses assesses where they are across each of the levers, and really determines both their strengths and their needs, and then identifies which levers that they will focus on to promote the greatest amount of improvement. So looking at the campuses involved in our intervention process, you can see right away that all of those have selected both 5.1 and 5.3 objective daily lesson plans with formative assessments and data-driven instruction. Additionally, Creekview and Southwood Valley are focusing on 1.1 to continue development of their campus instructional leaders. So College Hills is focusing on their lesson plans, including the formative assessment component to help improve differentiation, as well as differentiation using data to help inform their instruction. As we've discussed earlier this evening, this is our 2nd year of implementation for MAP, and so that's a huge component of 5.3 for all of the campuses involved. South Knoll is focusing on common lesson planning templates to help mirror that process we're using with our online learning format, as well as improving their proficiency in interpreting those MAP results to inform the instruction for all of their students. At Creekview, they worked on redesigning their vision and mission last year, and so this year they're focusing their efforts on improving the definition of their roles and responsibility among the leadership at the campus, and they will be utilizing the curriculum documents and performance-based assessments to ensure that the curriculum is aligned and rigorous in instruction. In the area of data-driven instruction, Creekview is going to really focus on becoming more well-versed in looking at their data and analyzing student performance to progress monitor. At Southwood Valley, they want to continue their focus this year on 1.1, but rather than identifying those roles, they're going to work on empowerment to achieve their vision. And in the area of 5.1, they're going to implement an extended planning session each 9 weeks to help improve planning, and then ultimately use that data to inform their instruction across all classrooms. At Spring Creek, the area that they're focusing on within 5.1 is the formative assessment component of their plans with evidence of differentiation, and then using a weekly planning process and documentation to ensure differentiated instruction as well. With that, would open things for public comment.
This one, we have no comments, cards. At that point, we will adjourn. Thank you.